Hello and welcome to another All About Alameda. And of course, we are in the midst of our series on the season of giving. And I'm very excited today to be here with Linda Vitoff. She is the Youth Outreach Coordinator for the League of Women Voters of Alameda, and a great organization in and of itself. We'll touch on that a little bit, but today we're going to focus on the work that is being done with our youth. So before we get started, Linda, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I've lived in Alameda since 1999. I moved to California in 1977. I'm a former lawyer, law professor, and administrative law judge. And I was a political science major, which is what got me all interested in the league and election stuff and working with youth. So I've tried to focus on that since I've moved to Alameda.
And focused you have, because you've really done, I've been involved with the league for a long time, and we've done a variety of different things, but in the last few years with Linda's guidance, we've really seen some incredible things. And so what we're going to focus on right now is a program that was developed here in Alameda that Linda will tell you about, called Verify It. As we all know, we are all very concerned right now about misinformation, that how it gets out there. And so if you could just share with us, tell us about Verify It and how that is being designed to battle that problem.
Sure. Verify It, you can find at playverifyit.org, and it is a free online computer game that can be played on your computer or your cell phone. And it focuses on three things. It focuses on voting in all 50 states plus the District of Columbia. And civics, because we started this game based on research that said that about 2/3 of U.S. citizens can't pass the U.S. citizenship test, and misinformation. So we have all kinds of relevant news questions where you have to try to figure out whether what you are reading is true or not true, and we provide all of the information on how to do that.
It really is. It's fun, for one thing, which is great. It's designed, it's focused on for like high school age, correct?
But high school and college, but I have to tell you, the women at the elderly women at the what do you call it? The swimming
masters.
Swimming classes, where they do swimming aerobics.
Yeah.
Love it.
Oh.
And we used it at the Park Street Fair, and most of the adults couldn't answer all the questions.
I was going to say, don't think this is just for kids. It was sort of designed with that in mind, but there's a lot of functionality to it, and it's really interesting. And what if you get it wrong, or even if you get it right, it points out what you should be looking out for, which is so crucial.
Correct.
Yeah, because as we know, there's a lot on both sides. I mean, we can't say it's all one-sided, but there still is a lot out there. So how can we help? I think that's the number one thing, because this is not just servicing Alameda students and people. It's all over the country. Right. And of course, we're always in need of finances, and I'll give you the website at the end. But tell us other ways people can help out.
Right. I would love to have people help us write news questions, because we need to keep it current. We're all volunteers. We're an entirely volunteer organization. So we really rely on people stepping up and helping out. It's easy. It's fun. It's something you can do at home. I'd also like to add more civics questions in the mix. So there's a lot to do, constitutional questions. And if you've been following the news, a lot of that is changing, so we need to update a lot of our information.
Yes, it is changing, isn't it? And, one thing that I was thinking about that we talked about briefly is, there are a lot of people that were writing postcards, just needing something to do, and now they're feeling like, well, what can I do? This is something that you can do, and you can take as much or as little amount of time. And I think once you get going in it, you'll probably get hooked, so I would say.
Right, and you do it on your own time at home. And then I and my colleague Sheila Durkin, who's been involved in this also from the beginning, we review every question, we edit them, we make sure they're legally correct before they go into the game, and we're there to help. So you're not on your own.
It's so, and you'll get lots of help, and you'll make a difference. Yes. We're all looking for ways to make a difference, and this is really where you can. So briefly, I want to talk about the other part of the youth outreach that you just got started and is having a really great effect.
Yeah, okay. Well, we have a student advisory committee for the League of Women Voters of
Mhm.
Alameda, and it's comprised of students from all the high schools in Alameda. And it's a dedicated group of students. They change every year, so it's a little bit of a, process. But they do different projects. So they hold voter registration events. This past year, we held voter registration events in all 6 high schools. We pre-registered over 600 students to vote, because you can pre-register in California at 16. And now our intern is doing some research, and they are going to be trying to get a ballot measure on the ballot in Alameda in the future that permits 16 and 17-year-olds to vote, at least on school board elections, if not also on city council elections in the future.
That's great. I think that that's so important, and engaging youth is so important, because that is how you get your voters in the future. Too often they're not engaged, and then it sort of falls by the wayside, and it takes them a while to get to become a voter, and we all know how important that is. So thank you so much. Really
Yes.
quickly, if you want to find out more information, you can go to the League's website, which is lwvalameda.org. You can find out ways to donate, you can find out ways to volunteer and support the youth, or lots of other areas. But Verified is something really special, and you've done a lot with it, and you and Sheila, the work that you've done. So thank you for that. And so there's something new that you can think about. You can make a difference, and hope you'll join us. So in the meantime, hope you have a fabulous holiday season, and we'll see you at the next All About Alameda.
Thank you.